Today what I'd like to do is make some black walnut tincture. Tinctures are good because they, using alcohol, will extract whatever nutrients, whatever you're looking for out of the fruit. In this case it's a black walnut hull. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this up, put it inside a mason jar. We're going to put the alcohol in here. I'm using some Everclear, which is pretty high concentration, 151 proof. And then whenever I need some extra, I'll just throw some vodka in there. So pretty much anything clear will do the job. You definitely want to have gloves. These aren't the best gloves, but these you can be throwaway. The black walnut will stain. That's why I have it on my normal plastic. But I'm going to have it in an old pizza box because that is going to stain this. It'll stain your fingers, it'll stain your clothes, and that's actually what I use. This is an oak handle, and I've actually used the black walnut hulls to provide a stain on here, which is what the Native Americans would have used. So it definitely will stain, so be advised. Well, you know, it's not harmful to the skin, but it will definitely stain. One of the benefits of the black walnut tincture is the walnut will kill any gastrointestinal bugs that you have. So I try to do this once a week. I'll put some of this in, maybe 5 or 6 of these in a glass of water, and that will kill any of the organisms inside. We'll go ahead and just start slicing these off. There's really no thickness. If I could find a way to chip these, I would. You get a higher, bigger surface area. You don't need to see me cut these. You get the idea. There is a nut in the side. When we get to this, I'll show you what the nut is, because we'll go ahead and I'll put those in the oven and I'll dry those. So we're just going to, you can see how it's starting to stain already. So we're just going to cut what I have in my bucket, fill them into the, you don't have to worry about some of these black spots because that's all good. Get this as clean as we can, and we'll put it in a quart mason jar, and I'll show you how to add the alcohol to it. Alright, well, there's the mason jar filled up. There's 3, 6, 8 black walnuts. I'm going to go ahead and save those for later in the year. I'll put those in the oven to dry them out and eat them. We'll start with the Everclear. Again, this is 151. This is grain alcohol. We're just going to pour it in. What you want to do is you want to cover as much as you can with this. It seems like a waste, but when you're done, I think I still have some from last year. I try to do this once a year. It's mid-September here in Pennsylvania. I want to get as many of these as I can. What I can use for my tinctures I'll use. I'll also take some of the hulls. You want to get these before they're black. That's why you see them in here green. So I actually pulled these off the tree. I see that the squirrels are starting to get ready for winter. You can see the discoloration on this pizza board, how yellow that's turned everything. I had it on my hands, but I went in and washed that off pretty quickly. So you want to make sure that you cover this. I'll probably put a little more of the vodka in here, because you don't want the stuff on top rotting. This will sit for maybe a week or two. Yeah, maybe a little longer, maybe 3-4 weeks, a month or so. What I'll do is I'll put a lid on it. Doesn't have to be a new mason lid, but I'll put a lid on it, and I'll mark what it is and when I put it in there. Not that you won't be able to depict this, you won't be able to see it. You'll be able to see it, you'll be able to smell, you'll know what's in here. So we'll keep shaking this for about 4 weeks. We'll let it sit. It may drop down a little bit. When we're done, we'll drain all the hulls off. We'll run this through a coffee filter, and we'll probably have about this much of the black walnut tincture. And again, with an eyedropper, 4 or 5 drops in a glass of water. That should kill any of the parasites in the intestines. Really pretty nasty actually. I've seen some videos of people drinking this straight, and it's pretty bad. It's hard to drink. But again, this is an internal that you take whenever you think. Again, it's a cleansing. So once a week, every 2 weeks, you do a cleansing. This is what I would use. You can go online, do some research, make sure this is good for you, and we'll show you when it's ready to go. Thank you for watching.